Good morning, Flat Earthers. This is the first ever Flat Earth bed-in. Like John Lennon's bed-in in Montreal, I'm doing a bed-in today in California. Except what I'm protesting against is people like my ex, Math Powerland, who won't leave me alone. I told him very clearly that I don't think it's healthy for him to be in my life. He can't talk to me without saying something rude, so I cut him off. And he tried to friend me on a weird secret Facebook account that I have that I don't really use. Then he tried to comment on my video on my channel, but he didn't even say anything about the video. He just said, "What's up?" Like demanding my attention. Can't even say anything, speak on the video at all. Just, "Hey, what's up? Talk to me," because he has narcissistic personality disorder, worse than I've ever seen or heard of. It's like classic textbook NPD. Check it out. It's horrible. I really wouldn't wish that on anyone, okay? The guy seriously needs help. I had to get him out of my life completely. I can't be friends with someone who hurts me, who has hurt me in the past tremendously. He's not even aware of it. That's the thing with narcissism. They don't really care that anything to try to make themselves feel better about themselves, because truly deep down they actually hate themselves. That's the truth. They hate themselves so much they have to put people down around them to feel better. And it's really sad, but it stems from childhood, because an adult in his childhood made him feel inadequate, so he had to compensate as an adult. And it's not pretty, it's not fun, and I can't deal with it. I tried having phone conversations with him. I tried everything, because I don't like being enemies with people, but if someone's not healthy for me, they're not healthy for me, and I don't care who you are. If you're my father and you hurt me, I will cut you out of my life. So there you go. Sorry, Matt, I don't want to talk to you, because you cannot have a conversation with me without insulting me, putting me down, interrupting me incessantly, and then demanding that I don't interrupt you. You just cannot talk to me or have a conversation without being rude and hurting my feelings. So I don't need that. I've had enough shit in my life. I don't fucking need that. So today, in my bed-in, I'm protesting rude people that I really don't have to have anything to do with anymore, and especially a plain truth. I reached out to him. I've been lonely. I don't have many friends I can talk to about these subjects, and we went out to lunch. He was very nice. He took me out to lunch. He said all these things, how he wanted to help me, because I have PTSD really bad, and I can't even work right now because of it. So I struggle a lot to find ways to support myself. And he suggested that I maybe do my channel and build up my channel. And he said, "Oh yeah, I'll be totally willing to help you with that. And I'll get you 5,000 subscribers, in overnight." And I'm like, that would be amazing, because I'm actually passionate about this. I have tons of video ideas, but I lost the will to do it, because I kept making videos, and like, I appreciate my few subscribers, but I don't like to sell myself. I don't like to just be out there and be all, "Hey, subscribe." If you want to subscribe, then do it. I'm not gonna beg someone, and he offered to help me, and that never happened. So it just really sucks, because he kept saying, "Oh, I'm busy, I'm helping these people really need my help." And I'm like, okay, well, what about me? I really need your help. I guess I don't matter. What you're telling me is I'm not as important as these other people, even though I've been through probably more, if not worse, trauma in my life. I need help, but apparently I don't matter. So I'm sorry, Jamie. I tried to be your friend, but you talk a lot and you don't mean what you say. And you also told me when we met that you had some friend who told you to be careful meeting me because I'm Math Powerland's ex-fiance and you should be careful with her. Like what? So you're telling me how I'm basically like blacklisted in the truther community amongst your friends whom I don't have a clue who they are. You never even told me who said that. So thanks a lot. I mean, that's quite rude to tell someone this gossip about them and then, you know, offer a solution where he said, well, why don't you just make a video and talk about, you know, disassociate yourself from him and then we can move forward and I'll feel more comfortable promoting you on my channel. And I was like, okay, fine, I don't care, I'm done with Matt. But like, it really is upsetting and disturbing that there's people who think that I'm like dangerous because I went out with Matt and almost married him. Hello, do some better fucking research because you don't fucking know me. I don't know you, obviously. If you fucking think whatever of me, then don't be a coward. Come and talk to me. You know, come ask me questions because I don't form an opinion about someone until I can actually fucking talk to them myself, okay? I can say someone's a shill all I want all fucking day long, but until I actually go and talk to that person and have a conversation and find out where they're coming from, then I'm not going to have a fucking clue, right? So that's really fucking poor research on your part. Sorry, dude. Okay? You suck as a researcher. Alright. Got these on for my Lenin bed-in. Coffee in bed. Got my shirt on. Because, hold on a second. My name's Matt. I started it. I started Flat Earth. I was the original channel. I was the first one to talk about it. I worked for NASA. I'm the one that blew the whistle. It was all me. I started it. Math Powerland, Math Powerland, Math Powerland. I started it. I started it. Photo or painting, photo or painting, photo or painting. I started it. Math Powerland. You can't use that. That's copyright. You can't use that. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to take Google to court. I'm Math Powerland. I started it. I started it. This is my work. This is my painting. See, you can't wear that. I'm going to sue you. I'm Math Powerland. I started it. I started Flat Earth. I'm the one who started Flat Earth because I'm Math Powerland. I am the one who started it. I brought you the comedy show. I brought you the live comedy performance. I started Flat Earth. Okay, Matt, we fucking get it. You started it, even though, no, you didn't start it. You didn't fucking start it. Guess what? Flat Earth started when the creator started the fucking Flat Earth, okay? You had a small part to do with the revival of Flat Earth discussion in the 21st century, but no, sir, you did not start the revival of Flat Earth, okay? That was a YouTube movement, and you know who is responsible for it going viral? You really want to know? It was the controlled opposition. So as much as your narcissistic, egotistical, fucking rude jerk ass wants to take credit for it, it wasn't you. It was actually Mark Sargent and Eric Dubé, okay? It was Mark Sargent, whoever the fuck is paying him, whoever his handlers are. He's the one responsible for it going viral. Because yes, I witnessed Flat Earth on YouTube from January 2015 when I first reached out to Matt, when I first messaged him and we started our correspondence. I searched for Flat Earth on YouTube all day long because I had the time back then, okay? And there was only a few 20, 30 hits, and then somehow it just started growing. It was like January, February, March, there was all of a sudden there was hundreds of videos because there was another channel at the time called Stars Are Souls. I don't know if anyone remembers him, but he was very important in waking me up because he made so many videos explaining how the model works, how the stars, the rotation, everything. And it just put a lot of things into perspective for me because obviously when you first come to Flat Earth, you have a lot of questions about how it all works, and you want to be able to see in your mind. You have to picture it because we've been shown this one model, the heliocentric model, our whole lives, and that's what we have plastered into our minds. So you have to get the other model plastered in your mind just to accept it and just be open to it and understand, okay, yeah, that could actually work. So he was very instrumental in getting me in the know or whatever. So I'm sorry, Matt, like, yeah, we dated, we were engaged to be married, but then I found out you were asking other women to marry you behind my back. So you were dishonest. I could never trust you, and yeah, you know, pretty hurtful. So I eventually left him, thank God, because when you have a history of abuse, it's really hard to get out of that and break that cycle. But anyway, it wasn't Matt that started it. I'm really sorry to tell you that. And he'll never admit that. He never likes to give anyone credit for when there is credit due for someone else. If you know Matt at all, I swear, just go to the DSM-5 Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders and go look up narcissistic personality disorder. Also look up paranoid personality disorder because I think he has a bit of that too. He was always accusing me and blaming me of the most psychotic shit, and it drove me insane because I cannot take it when I'm being accused of something I didn't do. And he would say things like, oh, she's being controlled by her tattooing. She told Jake Gibson that, okay? The Flat Earth asshole dude. Jake the asshole dude, he told him. I mean, Matt would tell me, he would be like, they're controlling you through the frequencies. And I'm like, no, I'm actually upset and I'm trying to confront you. So if you know Matt at all and you ever try to confront him on anything or give him even the slightest hint that that you're going to criticize him about something, or even give him like polite constructive criticism, he can't handle it and he will fucking attack you. So that's my advice. If you don't want to get on his bad side because it really fucking sucks, don't ever criticize him. Tell him that his shit doesn't stink and that he is the most amazing man in the world and he will be your best fucking friend. But since I actually stand up for myself and I don't take abuse from men anymore, not like I used to, he would abuse me basically because I couldn't just sit there and fucking take it. I would be like, hey Matt, I don't like that you're doing this, and oh my god, that is the worst thing you could possibly fucking say to this man, okay? Don't ever say that to him. So basically, timeline, there was Stars or Souls in January, there was Cesar, I believe, Crow 777 was also, I think, an early one. There was a couple others, but yes, Matt's dated back to 2011. I can't recall if there's any other channels that dated back at that time, but what I do remember is in 2015, right before it went viral, there was Matt and a few other channels. Then in summer of 2015, Mark came out with his clues, and that's when the hit numbers on the YouTube search results started going up exponentially. It was like the hundreds, and then all of a sudden it was the thousands, and then all of a sudden it was like hundreds of thousands, and then all of a sudden it was millions. And I remember YouTube kept rolling back the counts. They didn't want people to know how popular of a subject it was becoming. You can still go on Google Trends and look up how Flat Earth like totally took off from 2015 till now. So yeah, there was an explosion, there was a revival, but Matt is not the sole person responsible for it. Okay, there were many people in the truther community also talking about this subject. I mean, how else did he fucking find out about it? Okay, I don't know if he worked for NASA. I really don't think he did. I don't know why everyone fucking gives a shit so much about that. Jamie from Plain Truth yelled at me because I was like, so what if he didn't work for NASA? Like, it was a good idea to get people to listen, to get the truth out there. Yeah, sometimes I do agree with Matt on this. Sometimes you do have to tell a lie to expose a lie. Okay? You can't just say, I'm a perfect fucking angel, I never lie, I always tell the truth, because no, everyone lies. I don't care who you are. You can say you're an honest person all you want, but are you honest to the point where, like, you don't hurt people? Because that's okay. You know, don't tell a lie that's going to hurt someone, but tell a lie if it's, you know, going to save yourself from unjust laws, which, you know, if any government that could put you in jail because of nature, because you want to consume and use nature the way humans are meant to use nature, then go ahead and lie. Look the cop in the eyes when you're lying to him about how much marijuana you have. Just say, you know, because no one should ever get arrested for a plant. No one should ever have to go to jail for a fucking plant. That's nature. I'm a human. I'm entitled to it. So for anyone who wants to put their trust in a government who actually has the power to outlaw a plant, you might want to think again about how much trust you're putting in that system. Because at that point, you cannot trust a fucking thing they do after that. Just my 2 cents. So, back to the Flat Earth timeline. Mark, Eric Dubay, and the explosion. Matt came on the scene 2011 on YouTube. Maybe he was the first video on YouTube to talk about Flat Earth in the 21st century. Maybe. I can't really prove that. I don't exactly recall, but his obsession with saying I started it is narcissistic and annoying. And who fucking cares, Matt? What are you in this for? Are you in this for fame? No, you're not. So stop being a fucking narcissist. Go see a fucking therapist and get some help, because I feel really bad for your kid. I feel really bad for your fucking kid to have to grow up with a father who has NPD so badly. That kid's gonna get fucked up, and you're gonna fuck him up unless you get help. Just saying. So, I just wanted to clear that up. Sorry that Jamie from Plain Truth, you couldn't keep your word. You were just all talk, apparently. I mean, people like to make a nice impression when they meet you for the first time. They like to pretend like, oh, they're so nice and they're going to help you, when really it's just they're just talking. They're just talking out of their ass. They're not going to actually do it because apparently I'm not important enough. But those other people are, right? They have it worse than me, so they need their, something that would take you 5 fucking minutes to help would help me tremendously overnight. That would take you 5 minutes. You don't have time for. I told you that was the last time I'm going to ask you an email and you won't get back to me. It's been like weeks. Okay? So whatever. I'm done. I'm done with fucking people. People are shitty to me. Show me some good people. Show me some good men, actually, because I don't think I've had this many problems with women ever. Sorry. No offense, I'm not a man-hater. I'm not a feminist. I'm a humanist, okay? I believe that humans need to be fucking respectful and kind to each other, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of that these days. So yeah, I'm a fucking recluse because I can't afford to keep having these PTSD triggers and emotional flashbacks because I have like severe complex post-traumatic stress disorder from recurring trauma in my life. And I can't handle it anymore. So I don't need my ex-fiance who lied to me and abused me for a year and tormented me coming on my YouTube channel. Can't even say, oh, like, I like your guitar playing, or like, nice work, or good job, I like your video. It's just like, what's up? What's up? Why won't you talk to me? Oh, my ego's hurt. You might as well just say, Matt, my little ego's hurt because another ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance doesn't want anything to do with me. And I can't stand it. My narcissism can't stand it. So you come on my channel and you say, what's up? Yeah, I'll tell you what's up, Matt. I'm done with you. You had your fucking chance. Every time I talk to you, you're a rude fucking dick. So suck a bag of fucking dick tips. You're just a fucking dick tip piece of shit. You have a dick head for a fucking head. Go back to fucking Montreal or wherever the fuck you came from, okay? Because everyone knows you only wanted to marry me for a fucking green card. You're an asshole, okay? I don't go out with abusive men who want to use me for citizenship. Alright? So have fun with your life and your new wife and your baby, because thank God I didn't have a fucking baby with you. I went out and I got sterilized. So guess what? No man will ever yell at me and make me feel like shit again about taking a morning after pill. Because you lied to me. You lied to me and you put me in a position where I thought I could trust you. But you put me in a position where I had to take a morning after pill 2 times. You're my fiance, my boyfriend, my lover. I thought I could fucking trust you. And then when I take care of it, because I told you I'm not ready to have a baby, I don't want to have a baby right now with you, what do? You fucking yell at me until I'm fucking crying and screaming hysterically because you're triggering me, because you're causing me to have another emotional flashback where all the pain of all the abuse I've ever gone through just comes bubbling back up, and I feel all of it at once because this man that I love, who's supposed to love me, is abusing me. For what? Because I'm taking charge of my own body and my own reproductive health, since apparently you had no fucking respect for it? Yeah, that's right, Matt. You are a dishonest, abusive piece of shit. So stay the fuck away from my channel. Get out of my life forever. You had your chance to be friends with me. I am done with you. I am done with every rude motherfucker who fucking talks shit and they cannot fucking be your friend. They can't be your friend, okay? I am a kind, real, amazing woman with a heart of fucking gold. I actually have empathy, intelligence, compassion, integrity, and dignity because I am done with pieces of shit like you. Alright? I'm Matt. I started it. I had too much coffee this morning. Everyone thinks I'm on crack all the time. I'm Matt because I'm a horrible narcissist, and people think I'm on drugs because I have narcissistic personality disorder so bad. That's what it is, people. I still watch your videos, Matt. Because I like to see the comments. I like to see what people say about you. And you know what? Some of them are absolutely right. When they say narcissist, those are the smart ones. Those are the smart ones. And it's amazing. It's amazing. If anyone doesn't like Matt, all you have to do is go troll him. He cannot ignore it. If you say, hey, Matt, and you criticize him in some way, oh my God, he will just fucking go off on you. There is no way he can just rise above it and ignore it because it hurts him. It actually deeply hurts him because that's how much he hates himself. So if you make a comment saying like, hey, Matt, your music sucks, like, he can't just ignore it, you know? Like, if people talk shit to me on my channel, you know what I do? I just ignore it. Or if I can think of something funny and, you know, if I actually feel like up to arguing with the troll, you know, I'll do that until I win, and it's great. But that's only very rarely because most of the time you cannot win. And most of the time, like if it's very, very foul and disgusting and hostile, I will ignore it. But if they're just like, oh, I'm smarter than you, you're stupid, you know, I can definitely outsmart them to the point where they're eventually just done responding because they realized I was right. So, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, here's another thing. So, of course, so Jamie didn't want to help me with my channel, even though, so he lied, basically. Then I asked Matt when we were still talking, I said, maybe you can help me with my channel. And of course, his first response was just, no, blanket, no, blah, blah, blah. I guess he didn't like what I said about him in that interview I did with Unsilent Majority, Dan. Yeah, so whatever, Matt. I don't care. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. Especially not a man. I'm good. I'm so good off that. Okay. I'm done asking people. Especially, you know, I'll believe it when I see it. If you want to offer me your help, I'll just believe it when I see it. And the other thing is, yes, I did see one of Matt's videos today, and he was talking about a video I had wanted to make for a while, but I lost momentum and steam when I realized that Jamie wasn't going to help me. That really kind of crushed me, actually. That hurt me a lot. To say, hey, basically, people think you're, you know, people don't trust you because of your ex, and I'll only help you if you make a video disassociating from him, but then he never did. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this video about my idea I had for, like, an actual test that could prove once and for all that it's flat. And, Matt was talking about it, and I remember when I brought it up to him, and he's like, oh, that's really cool. And he tried to say that, like, he already thought of that, but I don't know. I don't know if he did. You know, it would be nice if he could just give me credit for it, like it was my idea, but he would never do that because he doesn't give anyone credit, ever. He tries to steal all of it for himself. So, you know what? Fine. Take all the credit, Matt. I don't fucking care. But I can at least prove to you that I started working on the video months ago. I can go find the image that I made to to put on the screen because my video is going to be good. I'm going to have an image up that will explain it, and I will find the date that it was last modified. Okay? But you know what? I don't care. I'm not here for subscribers. I'm not here for, like, recognition. I'm actually not a narcissist. I actually love myself. I care about myself. Like, I really, truly care about myself. I don't, like, hate myself and pretend that I love myself and I'm full of it. That's what narcissists do. I literally love myself. And so I don't need to push everyone out of the way just to get a little bit of credit. So whatever, Matt. Go ahead. Take the fucking credit. I really don't care. Because you know what? Karma is a bitch. And I learned that from many years of abuse, that you don't ever get revenge on people. They do that to themselves. Very true. Very true. No matter how angry or hurt or upset I feel in the moment, if I let it pass and I don't do anything, then, you know, sometimes years down the road, that person that hurt me, I start feeling fucking bad. And I start feeling fucking grateful that I never sought revenge, because it's just so pathetic and sad where they're at. Probably because of how they treated me. I mean, karma really sucks for people who have abused me. So and it really sucks for me, because I'm the one who has to deal with it lifelong. So yeah, I would love to find a really nice fucking guy to treat me right for once. But I'm not looking. I'm done dating. I'm done putting myself out there. I even got really hurt by dating a friend that I was, you know, friends with for many years. You just don't know who you can trust anymore. And, you know, if I'm meant to be with someone, that's just going to be a literal gift from God. I mean, that's not going to be like me finding someone. That's going to have to be some miracle, you know, an act of God, if I actually find a man to treat me right. So anyway, I'm sorry this video is really long. I actually don't like to just sit here and hear myself talk, so I'm gonna get that photo and I'm going to show you guys what I mean, the idea that I had. So yeah, it would be really fun if we could actually do that, put all this drama aside, and everyone stop saying me all the time. And people, like, if you want to help someone, but don't, like, tell them you're gonna help them first and then don't do it. Just, like, do it if you're gonna do it. Don't get someone's hopes up. That's not cool. And stop trying to say I started it, because what are you in it for? Do you want to actually change the world so your son can grow up in a world that's, like, safe and better? Or do you want to just, like, go on and on and on about how, man, I started it and then the government used to control opposition and drown me out, take away all my followers, and yeah, okay, we get it. They drowned you out. Yeah, okay, I totally get it now. They're probably drowning me out too. I mean, shit. Like, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. And I also got totally abused by Flat Earth asshole, Jake the asshole. That was a whole fucking ordeal. Oh my god. The way he treated me and Faith, so fucking horrible. I did nothing. I literally did nothing. And he wants to sit there and say, like, I'm a shill or I'm not to be trusted because Eric Dubé left a comment on my video. So what? So what if I was talking to Eric Dubé? I don't know if he's a shill or not until I actually fucking talk to him, right? Because that's how I do research. I don't just say, oh, he's a shill, and I never talk to him, okay? I've reached out to Mark Sargent. I've reached out to Patricia Steer. I've reached out to these people I'm suspicious of because I would like to hear it from them. I would like to see how they interact with me before I make an opinion and before I go slandering, defaming people in front of 30,000 followers. I like to do a little bit of research. So I'm sorry, Jake, that you're such a fucking paranoid, crazy stoner who can't do research, and you would rather defame and falsely accuse and torture and abuse women than actually do good research. So, screw you. Yeah, pretty much. Screw you. Thought you were my friend too. So yeah, I'm a lone wolf, everyone. I am a lone fucking wolf. I just do this shit by myself all day long. I don't go out there in the world anymore. I hide. I have bed-ins all the time. It's just me and my bed and my Rory Gallagher collage that I made. Love him. This is my man right here. Oh yeah. The man. So, see? I have a husband. A spiritual husband, but he passed away in 1995, unfortunately. But anyway, happy Flat Earth Day. We should really have a Flat Earth Day. Do we have a Flat Earth Day? Like, a Flat Earth holiday. That would be awesome. And that would be so awesome, too, is if moving forward, now that I vented and I got it all out and I said my piece, what I really do want is peace now. I want people to stop whining and complaining and get their asses together and organize, because if you haven't noticed, shit sucks in the world right now because the power elite have completely wiped out the middle class because we were their biggest threat, the middle class. Because of our intelligence and our ability to organize, they knew they couldn't have that. So they started making the rich richer and the poor poorer, and pretty soon there's not going to be any middle class left to fight back and challenge the establishment. So that was their biggest threat. And if you haven't noticed, they always love to keep people busy arguing about race and sex and political party and, you know, whatever stupid shit people still fucking waste their time arguing about. But it works. It's a tactic that is as old as time. Divide and conquer. We will never win. We'll never fight back. The hippies lost. They had a lot of momentum going, but they divided them and they conquered because, well, they brought in drugs, actually, and they got hooked on drugs. So what we need to do, we need to get serious and we need to organize and we need to unite. Okay, we're doing really good about exposing the truth. That's great. That's the first step. But what comes after that? Organizing. Here's where all of you people, I'm sorry, but like these YouTube channels, like you're off doing your own thing and you're having these like pissing contests and you're having these ego arguments and just fighting about nothing, and nothing is getting done. and no one is getting together, and no one is uniting, and no one is saying like, hey, we're on the same side, you know? I'm willing to look past all this crazy shit. I would like to team up with someone, but you know what? No one wanted to team up with me. No one wanted to help lift me up when I needed it. You know, I was so there for you, Matt. I fucking did everything you asked for, and that wasn't fucking enough. I was with you for a year, and I lent you my car so you could go to an important business meeting in Reno. And when it broke down, what'd you do? You called me up and yelled at me, and you accused me of tampering with the car. So I somehow I had knowledge that the thermostat was gonna break in Sacramento, and then that was like my weird way of getting you to pay to fix my car. Like, how the fuck would I have any idea that the thermostat was gonna break once you got to Sacramento from San Francisco? Do you want to tell me how the fuck I knew that? That's how paranoid you are. I'm here doing this nice thing for you, lending you my fucking car so you can go to work. And what do? I have to take some things to the dump. And what happens? I sprained my fucking foot. Yeah, I ended up in the fucking urgent care clinic. Matt's calling me on the phone. He's like, what'd you do? Your car just broke down on me. You broke it on purpose so I would pay for it. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm in the fucking urgent care clinic right now because I didn't have a fucking car when I was hauling this heavy shit to the dump. I tripped and I fucking fell and nearly broke my foot. And you want to accuse me of fucking tampering with the car so you can pay to have it fixed? How does that make any fucking sense? If it wasn't fucking broken, why do I need you to fucking fix it for me? Obviously, it wasn't fucking broken when you drove it from San Francisco to Sacramento. Okay, this is the kind of crazy shit I had to fucking put up with. So, yeah, I'm fucking over it, Matt. I'm done. You're not a healthy person for me to have in my life. Jamie, you're not a healthy person for me to have in my life. Because you yelled at me on the phone saying how there's no hope. And then, yeah, that triggered me to have another emotional flashback because hope is all I have in life, okay? I've had a very hard life. Hope is all I have. And I can't have someone yelling at me telling me there's no hope. Because if there's no hope, well, then I might as well end it, right? Okay, so you're not a healthy person for me to have in my life. Jake the asshole, not a healthy person for me to have in my life. So where are all the healthy people for me to have in my life? Well, I don't know. I'm still looking for them. But what I would like to see is whether you're in my life or not, if you're in someone else's life, I just want to see us all get together and start fighting back, organizing, and uniting, okay? Because we have the fucking power. We're the majority, okay? We have the power in the numbers. Millions and billions of us against how many? The little 1%, the elite group of psychopaths that run this shit, okay? We have the power. And they know that. But they don't want us to know that. Because they keep us busy with arguing about things like who fucking started it. Okay? So, get off your fucking shit. Come down to earth with the little people. We all need to unite. If we really want to change in this country, you don't go about it by electing a lesser of two evils because all you're doing is falling for the same shit. What you do is you take this great little tool we have called the internet and we organize ourselves because we have this great thing that can communicate with everyone in the whole world at the same exact time. We didn't have that before. And then we can actually say, okay, How about the next presidential election? Every single American of legal voting age votes for a third-party candidate. Doesn't matter which one, as long as they're a third-party candidate. So whoever the wealthy think that they're going to have put in place, whoever they want to be the nominee, because that's what they do, whoever has the most money has the most influence over the election. Duh, that's how it's worked. Okay, we don't have elections anymore. We have selections. I don't understand how people don't know that, but every single election, they're duped into thinking, oh, I have the choice, I can't believe you voted for Trump, you're a horrible person. I can't believe you voted for Hillary, you're a horrible person. And what are we doing? We're fighting. And oh, guess what? Oh, well, no one's actually fighting back against the real evil, the real person in charge. Let me tell you something, a little hint, it's not Trump. He's not in charge. The president is not the one running the shit. The people running the shit are the people we need to fight back against. Okay? It's flat. Let's get on the same page. They lied to us about everything. Every aspect of our lives has been a complete fucking lie. Okay? Todos es mentira en este mundo. So, now I'm going to show you my cool little idea about how we can test the flat Earth without having to go to Antarctica or space. We can do it with balloons. 2 balloons. I'm going to insert that photo now. Okay, so here we have an idea I had a few years ago when I first came into flat Earth and when I was dating Matt, and I shared it with him. And I can't recall, he probably thought of it. That's the thing, when there's billions of people in the world now, it's very hard to actually have an original idea or thought. Something that hasn't ever been thought of before. Which, it can still be your own original idea, but that doesn't mean that other people didn't do it too. So, see, that's the thing. I can admit that it's not just my idea. I'm sure there's other people, of course, out there who have definitely thought of this already. Matt included. Whatever. I will give him a little credit. I give credit where it's actually due, So, sorry. Anyway, letting this get to me, and I really shouldn't. But it would be amazing if we could actually do this experiment. I just have to get some organizational skills and fundraising, start a GoFundMe, but we've had some bad experience with that in the past. So if any of you know anyone who has some extra funds that would love to be a part of this, or anyone who wants to start a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter, or I'm not sure if that's the right one, but start an actual fund to get the balloons and do this. You can see in the image, I've taken the generic blue marble and 2 balloons going straight across from each other, completely opposite directions. And one is below the moon and one is below the sun. So if we can time it out using software, when one side of the alleged globe is directly under the sun at high noon and the other balloon is directly under the moon, hopefully during a full moon at midnight, if this is possible, or as close as we can get to it is possible, then what we find on the attached camera will determine whether or not it's a ball. Because I'm guessing that we will see both the sun and the moon in the sky, in the night sky, at the same time. What I would like to see more of, anyone who's interested in doing balloon experiments, is night balloons. Just one balloon is needed for this. Just send it off in the middle of the night and watch it turn to daylight. So wherever you can send one that's the darkest time of night, or right after it gets dark, so you know you have plenty of hours of dark ahead, and then see how high you have to go before you see that sun. But if we did this experiment, if we go high enough, then you should not be able to see the sun at all, and you should not be able to see the moon at all if we go high enough with the balloons. And of course, the horizon will always appear flat because we don't use fisheye lenses. We're not that easily fooled like most people. I can't believe they just see an image taken and then they blame us and say flat earthers try to claim it's flat because they pick the one moment in the camera where it's actually flat. Well, yeah, because that one moment from that footage of the GoPro or the fisheye lens that was used in the high altitude balloon was the exact moment where you can see the true shape, because as it's spinning back down, you can clearly tell that there is an even amount of concave switching all the way back to convex, and there's a sweet spot in the middle which one could assume is the actual true horizon. The true horizon is not convex, obviously. The true horizon is what they want you to think, curved, but when you see the footage switching between convex and concave the whole way down, and in the middle you can see how it bends to perfectly flat, that's obviously the true edge. Because when we do experiments without any fisheye lenses, there's no convex and no concave, it's just straight. It's a straight edge. 360 degrees around, the camera spins and you see it, and it does none of that weird in and out curving like people want to believe. That's all you have to do is repeat something to someone enough times, and that's the definition of brainwashing. And we have all been brainwashed. So, I think this is a really cool experiment. I would like to get other people's thoughts on it. And since I am a little bit competitive in nature, and hey, you know what? I do deserve a little credit because I spent a year with that guy and he never fucking thanked me for all the shit he would have me go and do for him. It was very annoying. Because anytime we spent time together, I would just, he'd order me around, like, go do this, go do that. And then he would complain about how I don't have a job and I don't do anything all day. And I'm like, well, I'm helping you because you freak out like a little baby if I can't fucking get the thing that you want immediately. Okay? That's a narcissist for you. That is what it's like being with a narcissist. And when you're an empath, that is a highly toxic situation. So anyway, this is going to be the last video I make talking about that. This is like a breakaway video. This is my disassociating video that A Plain Truth asked me for. But unfortunately, I'm having to tell the truth about my experience with him now because it was hurtful and frustrating. And I don't need that in my life. If you want to help me, then help me. But don't promise that you're going to help me and then don't come through, because that actually hurts. So from now on, I'm just not going to believe it. So if you want to help me, get in touch, comment, I will respond, and let's do this. Let's actually stop fighting and acting like little kids. Let's actually help each other and uplift each other instead of just, I started it. I started it. No, he started it. No, you started it. Oh my God, how elementary can we be? Okay. So if you have any thoughts, ideas, how we can improve this experiment, if there's any flaws or variables we need to discuss, and if you know anyone that knows how to launch these balloons. Also, I wanted to make another video on NASA satellites and how I think they are just balloons. And you should check out some of that footage of the NASA balloon launches in Antarctica. That is pretty cool stuff. You know, why are they launching balloons in Antarctica? I wonder what they're seeing on those. Anyway, if we could do a balloon launch in Antarctica, now we're talking. Now we are talking. Because we can see over that horizon. That's what I'm interested in. But for the time being, if all we can do is maybe an equator type of launch, we definitely can't do the poles, but that would be really cool. I mean, if anyone could just, if we could get, how hard would it be to get clearance to do a balloon launch from Antarctica? Anyone can go there as a tourist, but how regulated are balloon launches, private balloon launches in Antarctica? That's what I want to know. I think I'm going to have to get on the horn and start finding out, because that's very suspicious. If they say, nope, can't do it, you're banned, just like they said no boats. No private boats. And landing their first 747 in Antarctica 2 years ago, I believe. That's interesting too. A lot going on down there. But I really do like this idea, and that's my little image, so you can picture it. Maybe I should make a flat one too, to show my hypothesis. Now, if it's flat, it might look a little something like this. Observe both sun and moon in the same sky, and the two balloons, which were just launched on opposite sides of the globe, are now both visible. Of course, we wouldn't see it like this, because we would be viewing the GoPro or the camera lens from the perspective of the balloon. So this is what would be happening, but what we would be seeing is the sun and the moon, and perhaps one of the cameras might pick up the other. No, it wouldn't happen like that. No, it's too far apart. But still, it's an interesting experiment, because the sun and the moon would be large enough to see at the same time. This is my hypothesis. And now for some Bob Seger lyrics off his October 2014 album Ride Out, song titled Ride Out. I believe these are some Flat Earth lyrics. So go check out the song if you get a chance. And thanks for watching my video.